What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy, Niner Sickness, and we got the squad back. We got Brandon, Rich, Zach, and Peter. How's everybody doing today?
So good.
Good, good, good. So we have the
Good,
format. We
good.
have we have Brandon, we got Rich, we got Zach, and then Peter, and then myself, and we'll kind of do it kind of the way we did it last week. The only thing is I believe Zach and Peter, I got you guys uh, opposite sides today. But we're gonna go ahead and talk a little bit about our pitch from last week, just to keep record. All of us picked picks last week, and Peter went first. He came in at 6-9-1. Rich came in second. He was 5-10-1. Zach was 8-7-1. Brandon was 10-5-1, and I was 9-6-1. So I am right on Brandon's heels. So we got week 2, and we're gonna speed this up. We got week 2. Real quick, Brandon, anything you want to say about last week, and then we'll ask Rich and Zach, and then Peter. Brandon. All
Might
right,
be froze.
I guess we'll ask Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You there, Brandon? You good? No. All right. So yeah, man. Hey, man. I took a massive L. I tried to go outside the box with a lot of underdog picks, but hey, sometimes a step back is just making way for a major comeback. That's how I look at it. So I stay competitive. I can't play no games. I got to really pick and choose my underdogs this time, and go for some favorites, I guess. So we'll see what happens.
There you go. What about you, Zach?
I again, just as the only non-Niners fan on this panel, I do want to just remind everyone that I did predict the Bears to beat the Niners because it was a weird game. I still think the Niners are a way better team than the Bears. Don't get me wrong, but I thought it was going to be a weird game. When I saw that rain, there was something inside of me that was like, the Bears are going to take this. But I finished above 500, so happy about that.
There you go. There you go. And now we get Peter. What's your thoughts, Peter?
And I did not finish above 500, so I think that it was a really weird week 1, and I think a lot of teams that lost on this week 1 are not going to lose next week or this coming week, and it's going to be a little bit different of a showing, but I'm not going to get too down about it. It's week 1.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's the way. That's the way it was. It was a crazy week to say the least, man. Everybody had some misses. I just want to welcome all the live viewers that are popping in. Kimberly, Javier, Yvonne, welcome. We're doing this live, but we're doing what we call a weekly prediction. We're picking the teams every week. This episode is called "The Last Man Standing." So welcome. We're going to be interacting with each other, but you guys in the comments are welcome to talk to each other in the comments and enjoy the show. Appreciate that. And hopefully we have Brandon back. Brandon, you with us? Is
Yes, I'm here. Sorry
okay.
about that.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, let's go. So let's go ahead and move on quickly. Let's go ahead and to move week 1. We got the Chargers at the Chiefs. We'll start with you, Brandon.
This is gonna be a close one for sure. I think it's gonna come down to the wire, and I think the Chargers pull out the upset.
So you take the Chargers? All right. And what about you, Rich?
I am going to
Yes, sir.
take the Chiefs at home for their home opener. I bet against Pat Mahomes for whatever weird reason last week. Something told me to pick him, so I went against myself. Uh, yeah, and I'm not doing that this week. Yeah, it's the Chiefs, man. It's the Chiefs for sure.
Right on. What about you, Zach?
Yeah, I'm a lot of the same sentiments as Rick or Rich. I think that Chiefs win at home. I think it's gonna be a good game, but I'm picking the Chiefs.
Chiefs. And what about you, Peter? What you got, brother? Chargers or Chiefs?
I think I'm the only person that's probably going to do this, but I'm going to go Chargers on this one. I think the Chargers really impressed me in their last game, even though it was against the Raiders. I was really impressed with their secondary, and so I'm gonna go Chargers on this one because I know Herbert's going to put up points. So yeah, let's do it.
Right. So far, Brandon and yourself have picked the Chargers. I'm
Oh,
trying
okay, I
to,
didn't hear it.
yeah, I'm trying to decide Chargers, Chiefs, Mahomes, Justin. Ooh, that's going to be good at home at Arrowhead. It's going to be loud. First game of the year. Their defense wasn't that bad for the Chiefs. Yeah, I'm going to go with the home team. I'm going to go with the Chiefs in this game. All right, guys, moving on to the next one. We have Patriots at Steelers. What you got, Brandon?
I'm gonna go with the Steelers on this one. I think coming off that dub against Cincinnati, he's gonna go over to this week, and Mac Jones, I believe, is hurt, so that's another reason why I think Steelers will pull off the dub.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. And what about you, Senor Rich? What do you got?
Man, my initial instinct was just the Steelers. What a great coaching matchup though with Tomlin and Belichick. And yeah, man, I just think the Steelers always find a way to just. I don't think Tomlin's ever had a losing season. I'm trying to think, but I just like the Steelers in this one, so I'm gonna pick the Steelers.
Perfect. And Mr. Zach, Mr. Vacation Man, what you got, brother? Patriots at Steelers. You're muted. Okay. You're muted.
I think he said Steelers.
I think he's frozen.
Is he?
Oh, sorry, apology about that. Sorry about that. I think I speak for every NFL fan base where we are hoping the Patriots on year. We won't feel bad about it. I think that the Steelers are the better team.
Steelers. Okay. Yeah,
I'm guessing like
he's in a hotel, so he's probably having a little bit of Wi-Fi issues. So we're gonna have to work with Zach in competition with Brandon. Go ahead, Peter. What you got, buddy?
Yeah, just because Mac Jones is hurt, I'm gonna go Steelers. I think if Mac Jones is playing, I might swing the other direction, but because of that, yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers in this one. I think Mitch Trubisky actually didn't do too bad in this last game, so yeah, that's the way I'm going.
Okay, so we got Mac Jones. I don't know about Mac Jones. I know the Steelers lost T.J. Watt for the season, I believe. He's one of the best, but that defense, that
6
secondary.
weeks.
How long?
6 weeks.
Oh, 6 weeks.
They said they're not gonna do surgery, so he's gonna be out for like 6 to 8.
Okay, but yeah, in this particular case, I'm still taking the Steelers as well. I am going with the Steelers. So we got game number 3, Panthers at Giants, and be careful with this one because the Giants. Yeah, you gotta. You go ahead, Brandon. You're muted, Brandon.
I'm gonna go with the Giants. Um, I think they surprise a lot of people again this coming up week.
Okay, you're gonna go with the Giants. Got it. Let's see here. We got Rich. What do you got,
Yes,
Rich?
sir.
Yeah, man. Daniel Jones surprisingly, looked good, and man, Saquon Barkley. I mean, I think he
Woo!
ripped off. He took flight and took off, and yeah, man, I'm gonna pick the Giants, especially being at home, and just who knows, maybe they're just a sleeper of a team a little bit.
Wow, the Giants. I like it. Okay, pal, it's your time, brother. Senor Zach. Let's all try to figure out what he's going to pick. Zach, you.
Hello.
Hello, Zach.
Oh, he's moving now. He's moving now.
Yes, we can
Yeah,
hear
we can hear
you.
you now. I don't think he can hear us though.
Smile, Zach. You're on camera. And no, he's not. All right, he'll be back. We'll get back to him. Go ahead, Pete. What you got?
So I would say for this game, I'm not completely sold on the Giants yet. As we said earlier, it was a crazy week one, but I'm definitely not sold on the Panthers. So I'm gonna go Giants in this one.
Giants. Got it. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Panthers. Man, let's see. Panthers, Giants. Giants can run the ball. Panthers can't really stop it. Yeah, but I'm still gonna take the Panthers. I think the Panthers will win this game, so I'll take the Panthers over the Giants in this one. All right. Zach is not back with us. Maybe he'll write him down, and we'll go ahead and post them afterwards. So let's move on to our next one, and we have Jets at the Browns. What do you have, Brandon?
I'm gonna go with the Browns on this one. Um, I don't know. I'm like not sold on both teams, but I think I'll just go with the Browns in a close one.
You taking the Browns? What about you, Rich?
Yeah, kind of the same, man. I got the Browns. I think overall they just have a better team. Um, just that each position group, it's kind of, hey, it's backup versus backup though. And if I had to choose, maybe a few years back, maybe I would have chose Flacco, but I'm gonna go. Ah, God, I don't want to mess his name up, Brissett, if I
Yeah.
said that right. Yeah, but I think I would probably feel a little bit more comfortable with him, even though Flacco's won the Super Bowl and whatnot. But that time has passed. I think the Browns got a little bit better of a team overall.
Love it.
Brown.
And we'll write down Zach's. Go ahead, Peter. What you got, brother?
So yeah, it's the Jets. So I just think the Browns, somebody said earlier, just have a better team. They're going to run the ball down the Jets' throat, and it is what it is. So I'm going to go Browns.
Browns. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. I'm gonna take the Browns as well. I don't think the Jets. Their quarterback situation is all messed up. So we're gonna figure out what the Browns gonna do in this game. They look pretty good against the Panthers, so I'll take the Browns as well.
Mhm.
Zach, you back with us?
Yeah, I'm back. I switched over my cell phone. Should be good to go.
Okay. Who do you got?
Yeah,
The Jets and the Browns, and then we'll ask you the one right before.
yeah. In this game, I got the Browns.
Okay, you got the Browns. Cool. Let me see. I got hold on.
Panthers and Giants.
Yeah, Panthers and Giants.
Yeah, I'm picking the Panthers to get that win.
Panthers. Okay. Cool. All right. So the next one we have is Colts at Jaguars. Go ahead, Brandon.
He
Going with the
might be froze.
We get one, and
they
then we
blow
lose
out.
one.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brandon. What was that? Oh,
I could go
oregano.
ahead and then he could finish off.
Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
Um, you know what, man? I think it's gonna just be. I think for Trevor Lawrence, I think it's gonna take a while, man. I think I've looked a little bit at it, and the one thing I did see was 24 for 42, and I was just, there's always this tie to Trey Lance and all these other quarterbacks, and I just took a brief look, and I was like, man, that's close to 50% and whatnot. But regardless of that, um, yeah, man, I still trust Matt Ryan, man. I still feel like, they could have won that game versus the Texans, and I'm gonna just pick the Colts, man. It's hard to pick the Jaguars until they can really start proving something.
For
So
sure.
Yeah, really, huh? What you got, Zach?
Well, I'll be honest here. The one of my best friends is a huge Colts fan, and he hates whenever the Colts play in Jacksonville because they haven't won there in like 6 straight years. They have not won a game in Jacksonville, and you all probably remember the Week 18 loss to them last year. So I am actually going to be so bold and have this as one of my huge upsets of the week. I'm picking the Jags.
There you go. First upset of the week. Peter, what you got? Do you agree with Mr. Payotam or no?
I am not going there. I think that it's that was before they got Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan's going to do just enough to pull this game out. I did see some flashes in that Colts and Texans game. I think the Texans have a little bit better of a defense than they're giving credit for. So I am going to go with the Colts in this game. I just don't think the Jags are ready yet.
Yeah, I agree. The Colts, that tie was crazy against the Texans, but I think they're just a little bit better than the Jaguars. So I'm going to take the Colts on the road as well. And hopefully we can get Brandon back. He's right. If you're watching us, Brandon, write down your picks, my friend. Write them down. All right. So the next one is the Dolphins at the Ravens. It's all you, Rich.
ooh, and the Dolphins looked all right. They came out with the W, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Ravens, man. I just think just overall, I feel like they're a better team. They've been together for a while. John Harbaugh, Lamar Jackson, and whatnot. I'm trying to think of the receiver that caught that ball. Doomer, not Doomer.
Duvernay,
Yeah.
Duvernay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they're gonna continue to build chemistry and stuff. So I'm gonna say the Ravens, man. Even though I think it's gonna be a really close game, I think this is gonna be a really good game for sure.
The Ravens. Right on. Real quick, I just want to acknowledge Bears Kingdom is in the house. Congratulations to your Bears, buddy, for pulling that win, bro. Congratulations. We wrapped it up in a platter and gave it to you, but at the end of the day, you guys still had a score. So congratulations on your dub, and good luck with the Packers. I think the Packers are going to take out on you guys for losing to the Vikings. All right, so I'll go
Make
ahead,
sure to hit
Zach.
that sub too.
I think this is going to be a fun game, but I'm thinking the Ravens. I think Lamar Jackson will be the story of this game, and just again, fun game. But I predict Lamar Jackson to go off, and it'll be a Ravens win.
What about you there, Peter? What you got?
I've got the Ravens. I think that what's kind of scary about this game is that you were talking about Duvernay earlier. Rashad Bateman also, like, I think he's going to give Lamar that one receiver that he's lacked all of the years that he's been a starter. He's finally got a guy that he can just kind of throw the ball up to and be consistent with it. So yeah, I'm going to go Ravens. I don't think that Miami's really ready for that yet.
Yeah, man, the Ravens are a good team. Lamar Jackson, but the Dolphins, that defense looked pretty good. They're fired up. They got their first win, but they were playing the Patriots and they were playing Mac Jones and not Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And I think reality is going to come to the Finns this week. So I also take the Ravens as well. So moving on to the next one, and hopefully Mr. Brandon's writing these down. We got the Commanders at the Lions. You got it, Rich.
Man, Wentz looked like, he been with the Washington, I almost said Redskins, with the Commanders for a while. It looked like he already had some chemistry. And who was it? Gibson. I believe Gibson, but also catching a lot of passes. Just it feels like the Washington Redskins are kind of like, what was the team I mentioned a while back? It just feels like they have a little bit of that Steelers in them where they always seem to hover around 500, even if they don't have, such a great team. It feels like they always find a way to just pull out victories. And, I picked the Lions last week. I believe it was against the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, man, that wasn't, that didn't pan out, not even close. Or it did, it was okay for a first half, I think. But yeah, I'm going to pick the Washington Commanders, man.
Love it. Zach, what you got, brother? The Commanders or the Lions?
I go back and forth on this game, but it just seems like the Lions are ready for a big win early in the season. And I think the Lions beating the Commanders for them would be a big win. I think this defense gets after Carson Wentz, and I think that uh, the Lions are able to put enough points up to win this game.
Okay. What about you, Senor Peter? What you got? The Commanders or the Lions?
I am gonna go Lions in this one. That the Lions barely lost to the Eagles, and the Eagles have a pretty impressive like secondary and everything, and they still were able to do their thing offensively. Yeah, I just think that they pull this game out. So I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go the Detroit.
Detroit. Yeah,
Yep.
I'm with you, bro. You said it. You said it very well there, Peter. I'm also gonna at home. I'm gonna take the Lions as well. All right. So moving on to our next one is we got the Buccaneers at the Saints. What you got, Rich?
I picked Tom Brady last week versus the Cowboys, and much to do with my hate for the Cowboys, but just not betting against Tom Brady. And hey, man, that man just keeps on going and going and going. I picked the Falcons to beat the Saints, and hey, they should have pulled it off. Props to the Saints and Winston for being able to come back, but I do not see him being able to come back in that kind of a fashion versus a team like the Buccaneers. And I don't even think it'll, to be honest, it could get into that kind of a situation, but for it being a close game, but I would put my money on Tom Brady compared to Winston for sure. I'm going to take the Bucks.
All right, taking the Bucks. What you got there, Zach?
I'm going with the track record. The Saints have had Tom Brady's number since he's been in Tampa, and I'm going to pick the Saints. I think that this Saints defense matches up well, and will give trouble.
You hear that?
Yeah.
You caught Brandon. He's like, oh dang. Okay, okay. You got it there, Zach. What you got, Peter? I'm sorry, Brandon threw me off a little bit.
I'm actually gonna actually pick the Saints. Also, I think that the Saints, their defense is gonna be good. And I think they got caught by surprise by Atlanta. I don't think they were prepared for the offense of Atlanta, but I think that they're gonna settle in against the Buccaneers. They're a familiar opponent. It's a division game. I think it's gonna be close, but I think that the Saints end up pulling it out.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Tom Brady is the goat to some people. He's up there. He's starting to look like one with all the grave, that's for sure. But I'm also taking the Saints in this game. And Brandon, if you're watching, brother, I'm sorry. No llores. No llores. You'll be okay. All right, next one. We got the Seahawks at the 49ers. A must win, I say, for the Niners on this one. What you got, Rich?
I hope to see, you know, um, man, I feel like Kyle Shanahan, and I'm not like putting blame on Kyle Shanahan for this last game or anything like that, but it just always feels like there's a little bit of wishy-washiness. There's always this kind of, if he gets any kind of lead, he'll kind of stop doing what he's doing. Um, I just want to see just a lot of confidence and a lot of trust and whatever that may be, however that might look. I just want to see us dominate, man. It feels like we have all the pieces, and I mean, this is kind of bottled up over a couple of years. It feels like there's always a lot of playing to not lose, and I'm ready to see the Niners play to win. And I hope that confidence just blows out through the whole team. But it's got to start with Shanahan, to be able to get that out of the team.
All right, so
So I'm
you
picking the Niners, man.
okay? I was gonna say after all that, who you picking? All right, Zach, who you got?
It's funny. If the Seahawks did beat the Broncos last night, then I don't think the Niners fans would be as nervous about this game. But clearly, the Seahawks came to play, and the Seahawks have done historically well the past number of years against the Niners. But I do think this is the Niners' first win of the season. I think they're the better roster, and I think that last week's loss to the Bears is something that they're going to take their frustrations out on the Seahawks, and I think they're going to win in this. A bit of a smash mouth game.
Ooh, I like it. All right, Peter, what you got, bro? Are you as confident as
All
Zach?
right. I am actually just as confident as Zach in this game. I look at the game from the Monday night game, and I saw a Denver team that just could not take advantage of red zone opportunities, and they were on the 1 yard line how many times, and they just couldn't punch the ball in. So that game shouldn't have been even close, to be honest. And it was so I'm gonna go with the Niners in this one. I agree with what Rich said about as far as Shanahan goes. I want to see us dominate. I think that Shanahan seems to be always trying to save something for the next game, and it's just can we just win this game? Like that's all I want. I just want to see you win this game and just do what
All
it takes to
gas.
win this game, and then worry about next game. But yeah, I got the Niners in this one.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Yeah, I got the Niners in this one. I think the Niners defense called for all those penalties. I think D'Amico Ryans will have a conversation with especially with Drake Greenlaw, and I think that they'll fix those mistakes. We're not the Cowboys. We're not repeated offenders. We will clean it up a little bit and have a good game. Not discrediting the Seahawks, but the Niners will pull this one. So I take the Niners as well. All right,
There
moving.
we go.
Is he in here? There you are. Better late than never. What do you got?
Damn,
The
that was a
Seahawks.
nightmare.
Yeah. Did you write down your picks on the other ones?
What was that?
Did you write down your picks on the other ones?
No, I have not yet.
Okay. Well, we'll go on, and then even if the guys go and you stay, I'll ask you for the ones you missed. Who do you got? The Seahawks at the Niners.
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Niners. I think Trey Lance has a better game this week.
All right.
Especially if
Sounds good. Let's move on to our next one. We got the Falcons at the Rams. Who do you got there, Senor Brandon?
I'm going to have to go with, as much as I hate them, I'm going with the Rams on this one.
Wow, he said hate. Let me get him in there better.
Strong word.
Strong, yeah, strong word. Rich, what you got, my friend?
I am going to take the Rams. I just feel like they're too good of a team to go down 2-0. Even though the Falcons played with heart and whatnot. Yeah, man, that's basically what it is. Rams at home. They probably got a bitter taste in their mouth, getting pummeled and just completely dominated. Against the Bills on ring night. That was pretty. That had to be. That was a gut punch for sure. A lot of interceptions by Stafford. So, you could see it feels like games where he does that, he comes back and doesn't do that the next game. So I'm picking the Rams.
There you go. What you got there, Zach? Like
I'm
if you would
stoked.
pick the Falcons,
I'm
right?
stoked. No. Don't write that down. No. I'm stoked to go into this game. It's my first ever Rams home game of my life. I've
Oh,
seen them
that's right.
on the East Coast road a lot, many times in my life. But this is my first time going to SoFi. Everything. I'm stoked beyond belief, and I will personally yell, lose my voice to will this team to victory. I don't know if I have the power to do that, but I'm going to try. And I believe that the Rams are going to win this game, not just because I'm there, but because we're a good team and we're coming off of a tough loss. ready to rebound.
There you go, Rams. What you got there, Peter?
So, I I'm gonna pick the Rams, but I think it's gonna be a close game, just because the Rams or the Atlanta, it has a similar kind of mix that Buffalo has, to where they have a mobile quarterback. They've got a guy in Cordero Patterson that's pretty good running the ball and catching the ball out of the backfield, and I think that might give the Rams problems, but I think that the Rams squeak it out still.
There you go. Yeah, I'm taking the Rams as well. The Rams playing at home. Um, I just can't see Sean McVay losing the way he did week one and then opening it up
Yeah.
again like that. The Buffalo Bills are a really, really good team. I think the Rams will be prepared. And as much as I hate to say it, but the Rams will not only beat the Falcons, but to beat them by 2 scores. So that's how confident I think the Rams are going to kind of take their frustration on the Falcons come Sunday. All right, so moving on to our next pick, we got the Texans at the Broncos. What's up, Brandon? What you got?
I'm gonna go with the Texans on this one. I think Broncos go down 0-2.
Wow, right out of the gate, I love it. He's coming in clear and he's pushing. What you got, Rich?
Man, I got a man. I was gonna do the let's ride again, but
Yeah.
yeah, man, they should have won that dang game, for sure, man. You know what? 2 fumbles on the 1 yard line, just
Yep.
hey, we could blame the coaches and why would you ever call a shotgun and this, that, and the other, but I mean, man, you gotta kinda give a little bit of credit to Seattle punching the ball out, but then, to the running backs, man, on the goal line, man, you gotta hold on to the dang ball, I feel like the Broncos are gonna definitely rebound. I don't feel like the Texans still something about Davis Mills just, makes me not too confident in them, and, they have a okay team, but I feel like the Broncos have a really good team, and I don't see them going down 0-2, so I'm picking the Broncos.
Like it, love it. What about you, Zach? Do you agree?
Yeah, I don't have a lot more to add than what has been said, but yes, I believe the Broncos will win this game.
I see. What about you, Peter? What you got? The Texans, or the Broncos?
Yeah, I got the Broncos in this game too. I thought Russell Wilson actually had a pretty decent game if you really looked at the box score after. It was just a lot of I don't know, bad coaching decisions to get him in the end zone, in my opinion, which I think they're going to remedy in this game. I think the Texans are the perfect team to take that frustration out on, and I think the Texans will try and play it tough, but I think the Broncos win.
Yeah, I agree. I think in this game, if it comes down to putting your faith on your $200+ million quarterback and Russell Wilson or your kicker to win the game, I think this time they'll go ahead and go with Russell Wilson. I don't know what he was thinking putting this. I mean, I know 5 yards is 5 yards, but you got Russell Wilson, man.
Yeah,
But it is what
and
it
he had
is.
been driving.
And they were driving exactly, and you can see it. He was Russell Wilson is humble, but you can see that it's like, wow, that speaks volumes. That they trusted the kicker on a long kick, if you had, to get that win over the 5 yards for the quarterback. So, but I take the Broncos on this one. I think Russell Wilson's too good of a quarterback to fall 0-2. So moving on quickly, we got the Cardinals at the Raiders. What's up, Brandon? What you got?
Um, you know what? I'm gonna take the Raiders on this one. I think they bounce back from a upset loss from the Chargers, and they win.
Okay, the Raiders. Got you. What do you got, the Rich? Cardinals or Raiders?
Um, I'm debating whether I could roll my tongue with the Raiders. But nope, can't do
Raiders.
it. Ah, man, yeah, I'm gonna take the Raiders. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Raiders, man. Something just feels funky about the Cardinals. I didn't expect them to get beat down like that. I feel like the Raiders are gonna always be in games. I think they'll continue to just ramp things up with Adams and Carr, and yeah, I'm picking the Raiders, man. It feels like I'm picking all the home teams. I kind of am, but not on purpose. It's just what I see, man. So it's the Raiders.
Yeah, I can't blame you if you had to, Raiders or Cardinals. I don't blame you picking the home team. What you got, Zach?
I think it should be a tight game. Both these teams are desperate for a win, but I too am picking the Raiders, probably around 27-24 if I have to guess the score.
Oh, I like it. I like it. What about you, Peter?
Yeah, I'm going to take the Raiders in this one. I think that they showed that in the game against the Chargers that the Chargers couldn't, even though I felt like the Chargers looked really strong in that game, that the Raiders still were kind of lingering around, refusing to get blown out. So I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one.
Raiders. Okay, yeah, same here. Kyler Murray. I think that defense is really missing Jones in that defense. And I believe they lost their corner as well. So the Raiders playing at home will get this win. So I take the Raiders as well. All right, moving on quickly. We got the Bengals at Nosek, who's quarterback starting for the Cowboys. What do you got, Brandon? The Bengals or no quarterback Cowboys?
Nice.
I'm going with the Bengals on this one.
Is she a Cowboy fan?
Yeah, he's a Cowboy fan.
Oh my goodness! ¿Dónde está Dak? ¿Dónde está?
Hey, no, even before Dak got hurt, we already knew that they were gonna have a bad season.
They were playing like it.
So,
Yeah, Brandon took the Cowboys to support his wife. Or did he take the Bengals?
the Bengals.
I think he took the Bengals.
No, I know.
No, yeah, that's why.
I'm messing with him. Yeah, I'm messing with him. What do you got, Rich?
I'm over at my neighbor's house. He's a Cowboys fan.
Oh my goodness. What you got there, Rich?
I was just gonna say Bengals, and then just that's it. It has nothing to do with hate. I mean, just really looking at it.
Yes, it does.
Man. Hey, you know what I hate even worse? I hate when Niner fans try to say, I hate when we take other people saying, like, how about them Cowboys? Or the Niners would be like, how about them Niners? Like, no, that is not our slogan.
Yeah.
I don't want nothing to do with
Keep it in their lane.
Yeah.
Like, nah, man, we are the faithful. And, people have integrated the empire and other things, but we're the 49er faithful. That's it.
Yeah.
Faithful to the Bay is kind of the new thing. But
And the whole bang bang thing.
At least we're not.
bang, bang.
At least with the Niner players don't grab their players in the butt and squeeze either. So
Yeah, that's crazy. That's pause for sure.
good one is like, girl, am I a receiver? Yeah, I'm receiving that one.
Exit only.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so man, I'm gonna pick the Bengals. Joe Burrows, my God, that was a rough game, a rough start to the season. Maybe just what a trip. The two Super Bowl quarterbacks, Matt Stafford and the Rams, and the Bengals and Joe Burrows just have that little Super Bowl hangover, maybe, but I expect them to bounce back, and it's
definitely.
the Bengals for sure.
Definitely.
Sorry, Brandon, to your girl or wife or whatever, but
Go ahead, Zach. What you got? The Bengals or Cowboys?
Yeah, I'm taking the Bengals. I think Cowboys got a lot of stuff to work on. Bengals are going to dominate this game.
Gotcha. What about you, Peter?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a Bengals domination. Obviously, the Cowboys don't have a starting quarterback, and Joe Burrow is going to be looking to rebound after 4 interceptions. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, let's be real. That offensive line for the Cowboys is not good. I mean, they're pulling offensive linemen the way we were last year with cornerbacks right off the street, and they were not protecting Dak prior to Dak getting in. That's one of the reasons why things. What happened to his thumb is because they couldn't protect him at all, and he was struggling even before getting hurt. So the Bengals will definitely come back. I don't see Burrows throwing 4 INTs either. So I think this is going to be a blowout, and the Bengals is going to take their vengeance on the Cowboys as well. All right, sorry about that, Brandon. Tell your lady, no quarterback, no win. We got tell her we have Jimmy for sale though. Bears at Packers. What you got, Brandon?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Packers. I think. I feel like a lot of teams had a rough start in week one, just because we had that 2 week span between preseason and the regular season. So I think Aaron Rodgers bounces back and wins this game.
I like it. What about you there, Rich?
Yeah, I think the Packers are gonna beat the brakes off of the Bears. It's just a feeling. It just feels like one of those games where, you know, Justin Fields, he had a lot of heart into this game, not being picked by the Niners and did the slip and slide, but he's gonna come crashing back down to reality. Uh, you, you know, um, and yeah, it's gonna be the Packers, man, for sure.
What about you, Zach?
Yeah, I don't see the Bears pulling 2 upsets 2 weeks in a row. Packers are going to win this game.
Right on, Peter.
Yeah, I got the Packers at home. I don't see the Packers giving them 99 yards of penalties to lead them down the field. So, yeah, I'm going with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers don't even need receivers to win this
Yeah.
game, and he'll win it just with the run game. So I'm taking the Packers at home as well. All right, moving on. We got 2 more picks left. We got the Titans at the Buffalo Bills. What do you got, Brandon?
Buffalo's blowing the Titans out of the water. Simple as that.
I agree. What about you, Rich?
Yeah, I mean, it might as well just be, a massive cannonball because, yeah, it's gonna be. Yeah, the Bills look good, man. I mean, everybody. I mean, that was my prediction. The Bills making the Super Bowl since I think May. It's a lot of people's predictions on. The Bills just got a really, really good team all the way around. From top to bottom, and of course, Josh Allen. He just continues to get better and better. So it's the Bills.
Love it. What about you, Zach?
I'm really tempted to take the Titans here just to be different. However, I can't go against my better judgment. I gotta say, I'm pretty sure the Bills are winning this game.
You getting you in with your mind and not your heart, brother.
Yeah.
That's a good one, Peter. What you got, my friend?
Yeah, I wanted to. I wanted to go with the Titans too, but I got to go with the Bills. I still think it's going to be a closer game. I think that the Titans were a part of those teams that got caught in the week one preseason dilemma, and but yeah, I think the Bills just kind of overpower them in the end.
Yeah, listen, the Titans couldn't even beat out Daniel Jones from the Giants. He lost to Daniel Jones. Now he's going against Josh Allen. Yeah, there's no way the Titans are winning this one. Bills all the way. All right, so now we're moving on to our final pick, Monday Night Football. We got the Vikings at the Eagles. What you got, Brandon?
Yeah. So just to let everybody know, there's 2 Monday Night Football games this week. So
Oh,
just
the
put that out
Titans.
there.
Yeah, the Titans and the Bills, and then the Vikings and the. Isn't it?
And the Eagles, right?
Yeah,
So I'm going with the Eagles.
taking the
I think it's
Eagles.
gonna be a close one, but yeah, I think the Eagles pull it out.
I like it. What about you, Rich? What do you got? The Vikings at Philly.
I have no idea.
Flip
um,
a coin, bro. Flip a coin.
You know what, man? Both of these teams seem really, really good. I'm gonna pick Cousins and Jefferson, man, to pull it out on the road.
Okay, on the road. I like it. What about you, Zach?
This is a tough one. I go back and forth. I could see either team winning it. I'm gonna pick the Eagles though. I think Jalen Hurts is running around like a wild man and makes that one extra play that wins the game. I think it's gonna be a good game.
Awesome, awesome. Peter, what you got, my friend?
I'm gonna go Eagles. I think that their defense is just a little bit better, especially in the secondary than the Vikings. Yeah, I'm gonna go Eagles. That's all I can say. I think it's gonna be a pretty close game, but we've seen the Eagles are gonna put up points. So
Sounds good. Yeah, same here. The Vikings, I mean, with Jefferson and Thielen and then the running back, man, the Eagles' defense is good. Both offenses. Oh, this is a hard one.
it's really a pick 'em.
Yeah. I think this will be. I think I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one. Separate either fall behind or separate. So I'm going to take the Vikings over the Eagles on this one. So that concludes our pick for Week 2, Episode 2. We had a couple of technical difficulties. Our apologies. We will try to get it corrected for you next week. For those that are watching live or those that are going to watch this on the replay, we're going to probably do this. I think we agreed at 7 o'clock every Wednesday going forward. So if you guys want to follow us on Wednesday at 7 o'clock, do that so that you can watch us predict Week 3, Week 4, and so forth, and see who wins. The name of the game is the last man standing. Who's going to be standing at the end? Is it going to be Brandon? Is it going to be Rich? Is it going to be Zach? Or is it going to be Peter? There it is. Or is it going to be the ugly looking dude right there? Let me get myself out of camera. Is it going to be him? I scared myself. So who's going to be at the end at this season? And you guys have to stay tuned and watch. Now, you guys can also watch this on Brandon's channel, Rich channel, Zach's channel, and Peter's channel, as they will be uploading this video into their channel as well. Make sure to give them a follow and support them as well. Is there anything else you want to say before we call it a night, gentlemen?
Glad to have football back.
Yeah. And hopefully Week 2 is not as crazy as Week 1.
Yeah, it better not be.
Hey, the forecast looks like it could be, oh man,
Raining.
I don't know. It looks like there could be some rain in Santa Clara on Sunday. No days before, no days after, but just on Sunday.
It doesn't rain in California like it does in Chicago.
Yeah.
It's the Jimmy.
Yeah.
It's the Garoppolo cloud that just seems to not go away from us.
That's why we got to trade him to the Cowboys.
Yeah, talk to your wife over there, Brandon. Tell them to give the Cowboys, have them give us a call.
Yeah, Ray told her.
Talk to Jones.
Yep,
Jones loves talking to younger women. Tell him to talk to your wife and get that going.
Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Hey,
you know how Jones is.
And if you guys want to, I'll be hosting the game again on Sunday on playback. So just let me know.
Oh, cool.
Tell everybody how they can find you on playback real quick before we go.
So if you go to getplayback.com/rooms/Rare Fiffle Podcast, it will be on there, and you just join the room, and we'll go live every Sunday for every single 49er game.
There you go. What happened?
I have no clue.
He's hanging around. All right, guys, we're gonna call it a night. My boy Peter has to be at work tomorrow. It's late where he's at. Peter, thank you for putting up starting late tonight. Appreciate you, my friend.
Sure.
I'm just gonna shut it down. Everyone, have a blessed night, and let's go Niners, baby. Peace.
All right.
Later.